Oh my God, that is going off, bro. Going off. This is the Yo-Zuri Mag Darter. Now, if you're a striped bass fisherman from the Northeast, you're extremely familiar with this bait. Maybe if you're a snook fisherman here on the east coast of Florida, you know about this bait. But this is really an unsung bait for the rest of the country. There's applications for this bait for a wide range of species. You know, Carter Andrews has been our pro staff for a long time. He's caught different species on this bait all over the world. You know, we make 3 different sizes. We make a 4-inch, a 5-inch, and a 6.5 inch. This is the 5-inch middle size. The keys to this bait is it has a sled magnetic weight transfer system. So it's a beautiful casting bait, flies straight, tail straight, even into a headwind. The head of the bait is slanted, and that gives it the swimming action. So instead of having a lip, so it's a, you know, it's called a darter. It probably fits into that darter category, but a lot of darters have more of just a wandering action with no swim to it. This darter has more of a swimming action. It's a beautiful lazy type swimming action that perfectly mirrors a mullet. We make a wide variety of colors. You know, my favorite way to fish it is just a straight, slow to moderate retrieve. You can speed it up if fish are being really active and burning, it's not going to kick out. But just that slow, steady retrieve. It's a great bait in current. If you're fishing current, like inlets, you want to throw it side current and let it swing in that current, or you want to throw it down current and bring it right along the rocks against that current, and it really swims really nicely against the current or cross current. You fish it on shadow lines of bridges for snook, tarpon, striped bass up in the Northeast. It's extremely effective for that. You know, when you're doing that, you want to cast out into the light. You know, you're on the lighted side. You want to stay cast outside the shadow line and let it swing into that shadow line and bring it right along the edge of that shadow line, just like a mullet would that's going down the edge of the shadow line. Awesome bait in the whitewash in the surf. That's what it's most famous for in the Northeast. But here for snook, bridge fishing, inlet fishing, here in Florida, extremely effective. The larger size is a great offshore bait for targeting pelagics, you know, casting at them or even trolling in some circumstances, and it casts extremely well too. So the 4-inch size is your back bay size, the 5-inch is your all around, you know, snook and striped bass size, and then the big guy, that 6.5, is your tarpon bait and your big striped bass in the Northeast lure. Cast extremely well, extremely simple to fish, just a, you know, slow to moderate retrieve, and you're gonna get lots of bites. Through wire construction, great hooks, great all-around bait. Check them out at your favorite brick and mortar or online retailer, available now.